guys, it's me again, and we're gonna be watching Game Theory, so if you guys like it, give it a thumbs up.
During the Alpha 1 minigame teaching you how to hide, you're in a queue with a hyper in it, just like you would find while waiting for an amusement park ride. The second floor of his house has a shooting gallery, just like those rigged party games that are legitimately impossible to win. Unless, of course, you're Stephanie who wins at her first throw. The mysterious third-floor train seems like a monorail system you could find in a theme park. Even the music reinforces a funhouse vibe.
How long is this?
It was present in the trailer for the game released on the website, and I thought maybe this carousel-style music was just temporary, but nope, there it is again in Alpha 2, ominously playing a happy-go-lucky tune while you descend into that creepy candlelit basement and a mother and her child cry. Apparently we just live in a day and age where all horror games revolve around the developers' childhood traumas of stranger danger, as men in furry suits or clown attire steal them away into the secret hideouts. Speaking of animatronics, he's even got one of those too. On the second floor, one of his defensive mechanisms is security shark. Prepare to be finished. Security shark! But glitch around a bit and look under the water level, and you see it's not a real shark, but a robotic one. Kinda like something you would see again at a Universal Studios style attraction. Or, I guess, a haunted pizzeria. Freddy, Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, and introducing Sharky! So we have a creepy clown carnival worker kidnapping mothers and their children and keeping them in his basement. So let's take a moment to look through a bit more of the concept art and get even more ideas about what's going on in this game. This picture, for instance. See anything that's a bit off? Right?
What the hell?
Hanging on the right balcony's clothesline is a female skid suit. Or perhaps more accurately, a blow-up doll? Man, I hate it when the neighbors leave their sex toys on the clothesline to dry. Really leaves us with some awkward conversations for the kids. No, I'm not sure that this tells us a whole lot other than he's a man with personal needs, okay? So leave him alone. And in these mock-ups of the gameplay area, we see where our player eventually gets buried in the event he gets caught by the neighbor one too many times. In your very own backyard. But there's one other essential detail in these pictures we haven't covered yet. As we see in this image from their site, there's a mysterious shadowy figure in the background behind all of this. Well, could this be the player, I hear you saying? And while that's a good guess, look closely at the hands. You'll notice the outline of gloves extending from the wrists. That's an important detail because at no point in the imagery around this game, both in gameplay and in the promotional materials, is the player's character ever shown to be wearing gloves. Which leads us to perhaps the biggest twist of all. He has a partner. But then, who is it? Well, we don't have much information about the other characters appearing in this game, but I did take it upon myself to take the neighbor's model and scale it to the relative size he would be if you were that far away from the camera in this picture. And I discovered that the neighbor is actually slightly shorter than this shadowy figure. Why does that matter? Two reasons, actually. First, it confirms that that's not the player character. Anytime the neighbor catches us in-game, he's always looking at eye level or slightly downward. We are shorter than the neighbor, so the heights just don't add up. But that leads us to point number 2. We only ever get to see one other person in the game, this man in the pictures, and look at their relative heights. The neighbor is slightly shorter than his male counterpart. They also clearly have a long history together, as this portrait was taken years prior. Notice that the neighbor has more hair in this picture, as well as a beard. So it would seem we have 2 kidnappers working out of a carnival or circus, and stashing victims, both living and dead, in the basement. According to Kings 14:14, it's going to be our job to get in there and rescue them, and stop these 2 murders. So it seems clear enough, but something kept nagging me as I wrote this theory. Why? What is the motive? Are we just supposed to believe that they're doing it for the funsies? Hey, they're just 2 wild and crazy guys. No, it's too simple, too easy, and quite honestly, too boring for a game who has developed its plot like this. And that's when I saw it last week as I was exploring these images. Look closely at the image with the shadowy figure. Closer. Closer. Do you see it? The book. In this concept image, when the shadowy figure lurks near the neighbor is reading Faust. Faust! Fast recap for those of you who don't know. Faust is a German legend about a brilliant scholar, named Faust appropriately, who in the search for ultimate knowledge and power strikes a deal where he sells his soul to the devil. Yes, the devil. That is who the shadowy figure is. That's who's been helping the neighbor from the beginning, and that is the motive to these murders. Need more proof? Well, I could start with the candles filling the basement, certainly reminiscent of satanic channeling circles, but maybe that's not enough for you. Maybe you need more. Well, look here. In the latest alpha build of the game, you can find a house on a darkened street. Inside, you'll find a frozen version of the neighbor, suspended in midair along with his bed. Is it just a glitch? Developer error? Exorcist reference? It doesn't matter. What's important here is that for the first time ever, it gave us access to a full 360-degree view of the neighbor's character model. And look at the bottom of his shoes. There's a sticker. Some might say a seal that reads 666, the sign of the beast. The number most associated with Satan.
It does
The
say
neighbor is literally being
666.
outfitted by the devil. And that got me rethinking this whole theory. Maybe Kings 14:14 isn't the passage that I was looking for. Maybe there was something else. So I scrolled back through my notes and found this. Isaiah 14:14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Who's talking here? The answer is a few lines back at Isaiah 14:12. Quote, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O day star, son of the morning?" The day star, son of the morning, is another way of referring to the morning star, which is another name for Lucifer, aka the devil. Isaiah 14:14 is the last thing the devil said before he was struck down into hell forever. It's a cry of pride, that he will rise above everything and claim ultimate knowledge and power over the universe. The same thing Faust bargains for in his story. So that is the real message the mailbox is trying to deliver. That this will be a story of an unholy alliance between man and ultimate evil to claim power over everything. Or at the very least, of one man's quest to ascend to the level of God. And that's when all the pieces fit together. The strange candles, the victims, the neighbor's access to all kinds of security devices, the glowing doors that seem like portals to other realms. Not only is the neighbor not working alone, he's working with the devil himself and performing horrific acts on his unsuspecting victims to fulfill his end of a terrifying contract, which makes the idea of entering the house all the creepier and getting caught all the more horrifying. Before I wrap things up here, if you're interested in more Hello Neighbor theorizing, push on that creep